last year ago. Yeah, it's so great to have you guys. I'm Favor Hope. I'm your host for today, and won't take much of your time. I won't take much of your time. Want to go straight into what we have today. As you all know, the topic for today is what young youths, entrepreneurs, startup business companies are what they are missing. Yes, what they are missing. Yes. So I came up with this topic to address and to correct every person that has the mindset of that motion. And the topic is impact versus influence. Impact versus influence. So we're diving deep right now. So impact versus influence. Have you ever wondered having 1,000 followers and feel empty? If you've had 1,000 followers and after the live stream you go back to your drawing board, you feel empty. Raise up your hands or say hi in the comment section. If you have been in that case, I have before. I have a particular number of likes, but after the live stream or after a particular content I do or after a speech I take, I feel empty. That doesn't change anything. Yes, it doesn't. But it's all dependent on how you can change narrative or notion. So, impact. What is impact? Impact is value you give unto someone. I impacted this from someone. I got value from someone. I know the true essence of what I gained. Yes. So being a business owner, a techie, or a startup organization, you must learn to impact. You must learn to impact anyone, anything you find yourself into. You must give value. Very, very much. That is very essential. You must give value to everything you find yourself doing. You must give value. Yeah. Giving value is worth or meaning of something. It can be anything. Yeah. It can be educationally, financially, technologically, or any other thing you find yourself into. So now, the era of the AI generation, the AI regime that says AI replace all techies, I would say in percentage, I would say that as 60-40. I wanted to say 70-30, but it wouldn't mean anything. It wouldn't mean anything. I wanted to say 70-30, but I don't control the world. I don't control the world. So I'll say 60-40 because AI can replace some business organizations, some techies as you and I. But it depends on whatever you're doing. I was in I was in a car yesterday, and I talked to a business owner and a client about what I'm about to speak today. And it will be such an honor if he's watching. So what I said is, you can't give value. Yes, you can't. Why AI will replace most of everyone it finds itself into is that you can't give value. You go to an organization, what makes you distinct? What makes you distinct? What makes you? Yeah, what makes you distinct? Imagine I'm a fashion designer and I have practical knowledge. Yes, let's use that example. I have practical knowledge. Now, AI does written knowledge, right? It gives a note, do this, do that. But what makes me relevant to a particular company that for them to write a resignation letter to you, it will be a burden to them. What makes it so hard is the impact you give, the value you give. Yes. Imagine medicine. They have robots that run medical services. But what makes you so distinct? The values you're giving. So AI can't replace those that give value. Like I said in one of my comments or my chat, you don't also give value, you earn value. I was blessed. I was blessed from this particular speech and that and that. It's value you've been given. Yeah. So let's streamline it into technology. I'm a web developer, full stack for that matter, by God's grace. This is 2026. This year made me 5 years plus. And to say in this field, I have many dev friends that also in this. I have many juniors, I have many seniors, I have many of my grades, and so on and so forth. So to say is that it's been a long journey. Yeah. Imagine this scenario. Someone does 50 to 100 portfolios. Portfolios in the sense that someone does 50 to 100 website projects, but you can't be signed. You can't get contract. It's just doing, but it's not getting value. Imagine now, okay, let's break down the value. Monetary terms of value. Now you earn money from the services you offer, right? The person is not getting value from what he or she is providing. I do 50 websites below, and these 50 are top notch. These 50 are worth talking about, what looking at, and so on and so forth. So that drives growth for one. It drives influence, which we're going to talk after. It drives scalability, flexibility, and others. So in that scenario I've given, I'll be able to make value, to create value. Yeah. What makes you distinct? Other people create value, other people make value, but you create it. Like the definition of the value you create. For example, let's start breaking it down. Growth is broken down into what? Scalability, flexibility, reliability, and so on and so forth. You get? Some people can be reliable, but they don't grow. Some people can be flexible, they don't grow. Yeah. Some people can be capable, but they don't grow. Why I said growth is umbrella is because you created growth. So growth gives room for others that I just said right now. So growth gives room for others. Like an umbrella, a tree. Yeah. A family tree. A family tree is what? A grandfather, a grandmother, a great-grand, so like so on and so forth. So you're not just only the grandmother, the grandfather, great-grandmother, and so on and so forth. You are the tree. You house opportunities. Yeah. You house development. So that brings me to say, you don't just make value, you create one. The future of workforce isn't 10 years away. For those that are seeing, let me wait. Once I'm 30 years, I'll start making value. Once I'm 30 years, I'll start learning this tech skill. Once I'm 30 years, you are wasting your time. Yeah, you are wasting your time. Yeah. The future of workforce isn't 10 years away. It's now knocking on our doors. Yeah. Jobs are evolving, tech is shaping the game. And the most annoying part of it is these jobs that we are thinking that they'll work out for us don't even exist anymore. Yes, because AI is taking everything. Now it depends on you applying tactics and others to scale up your game. Yeah, like I said here, these jobs don't exist again. That's where upskilling comes in. Upskilling sets you aside from any other person in your field and outside your field. Yes. What sets Ronaldo and Messi from any other footballer? Please, and let the comment section be lively. So I'll ask questions, I'll give answers, and so on and so forth. So let's go back to what we're talking about. What makes Messi and Ronaldo different from any other footballer? They didn't just waste their time. I love Ronaldo so much, but I'm a Messi fan. So I can't right now, I'm not going to that discussion. But what I have to say is, they didn't waste their time. They created value. So in that value, we have financial value, we have physical value, we have mental value, we have psychological value. Physical value is what? Outstanding everywhere. You can't search Ronaldo and Messi and you won't see their portfolios, you won't see their about, you won't see their value. Monetary value, you know their net worth. Their net worth is in billions. So it sets them apart. So yeah, upskilling, like I said, upskilling, the perfect cheat code for staying relevant. What makes you so unique from any other person working in your company? I'm not meant to even say this. Just today or this week, I've gotten contracts of up to, like, let's say 5 to 10, and these 5 aren't just normal 5. They are top notch. So by God's grace, if I wasn't giving value, I wouldn't be here saying this to you, because experience, they say, is what? The best teacher. Yes. If you haven't experienced things that will turn your life around, that will shift your critical thinking and make you be a pace setter, a go-getter, a problem solver. Like I said, these 4 things, you must never forget them. You must start adapting them. And by doing so, you are not building the future, you are not changing the future of workforce. You're also changing the future of technology and the future of every field you find yourself doing. So that's it for now. So we'll dive into influence. I know everyone likes that part, influence. I want to be popular. I'm not saying I can't chase popularity or fame. I'm not saying I can't chase popularity or fame, but choose at the right time. Mark Zuckerberg, Africa's Mark Zuckerberg, Sergey Brin, that is Google CEO, and Africa's Google CEO. Those 4, and the rest, Bill Gates and any other thing. What makes their influence verified, or what makes their influence top notch? What makes their influence top notch is their capability to know the needs of their followers. Yeah. For every person you follow, there's an algorithm that makes them know why you're following them. If you also notice, if you follow them weekly or daily, they post content on their related subject matter. If you always notice it. Am I right or wrong? I'm right. So let's look for a Nigerian influencer. Funke Akindele, yes, I would have called dancers, but she's a distinct personality which I admire a lot. I'm not an actor, but I love her personality a lot. She's an actress, right? She's an actress. What makes her influence top notch? She gives value. At the same time, she renders possibilities. So I noticed one of the films, okay, I've been watching her videos, and you can't tell me that our progress or our growth just started growing like that. It took time. The timing is your waiting room. Okay, right now you're on TikTok, you open a TikTok page, you want to get influence without going through the necessary steps. Every influencer must go through steps in the sense that discipline. You must know that discipline comes with perseverance, humility. You being popular doesn't mean you should go astray by using your influence to intimidate your users or your followers. She being popular, I think on IG she has 1 million followers or thereabouts, if I'm not mistaken. Her influence doesn't make her to be undisciplined. Yeah. She values other rising actors and actresses, content creators, and so on and so forth on that field. She doesn't use her influence to degrade or downgrade the mass. So she's giving value in influence. That's what they call influence. And there's a saying that says, by Feverico, I got to know that you don't just gain influence, you earn it. What makes me still stick to a page, the follow page, and not unfollow? Ever wondered what makes me to stick to a page and never unfollow? Yeah. So it's the value that she's giving. That makes her worth being followed. So right now we're not going to talk about the differences between influence and impact. Impact versus influence. That's our subject matter. Impact. Impact is like a push. Influence is like a pull. Yeah, impact. You push value to your anyone that needs your value to be given. Right now, I'm pushing this content that I'm doing right now to those that wish that they would elevate their career. Now, pull in the essence of influence. I drive growth. It makes the users stick to my portfolio. Yeah, it makes my users stick to my portfolio very much. So, in the sense that my followership or my followers are not benefiting anything. So, in that same matter, my followers are benefiting something. That's why the influence is a pull. Sorry. Yeah, it's a pull. So it pulls audiences, it pulls monetization. Yes, it pulls any other thing that is what's pulling. So, what areas can influence and impact be needed in your daily life, in startup businesses, in organizations, companies, and lots of more? Yes. So currently, I'm building a website and an app. I have done it since, but that's what they call on websites or apps. That's what they call on App Store and on Google Play. That's what they call review section. If you download an app or you're about to download an app, you're meant to read the review section. So and my research team has done some reviews, which prompted me to delay the posting. I posted it online, but I had to do it private because I know growth is inevitable. That's one. I can still do more as the time progresses, but I feel I value first impressions a lot. I want it first time, and it's done. And that first time will create much opportunities for others to recommend the second time. So I let it on a hold from not pushing online because I have to get the feedback and reviews from clients, users, any other personality that we find the app and the website useful. So, like I said, I'm the CEO of ECOP Design Hub, the creative director of ECOP Teach, the community lead of T-Hub, and other things. Yes, so I don't just think tech, I think eco. And in this live stream, please fans, don't forget to type share the PDF of this content, because I'll be distributing PDF worth monetization, what in money terms, but for you guys, I'm going to remove the price. I'm going to give you direct claim on impact versus influence. So we'll call it a day. Go subscribe, click on YouTube, search ECOP Teach. You will see ECOP Design Hub, you see Favor ECOP, you will see T-Hub. Subscribe to them, and till next time. Bye bye for now.
You had the background. I hear me. You know, mommy and I. You know. Do you know?
It's live. I cannot edit it.
You cannot edit the background. So the people that have moved CC.